Hey everybody, Neil back with turn 3 of Hamlet's Demise. First off, a happy new year to everybody. And I hope everybody gets a chance to play a bunch of ASL. I know I'm going to try to play more of it. And those of you who didn't play much or are still kind of thinking about it, dust off the rule book. Even jump into starter kit, open up the rule book, read through it, give it a shot. Plenty of people to help you out in your ASL journey, whether you choose full ASL or starter kit, including all the videos on the channel we have here and all the groups on the internet full of the people who play ASL, a lot of veterans that can help people out. But before we jump into turn 3, there's always a but. I need to fix a few errors from turn 2 that were pointed out to me or that I noticed when I was editing the video. So let's fix those real quick, and it may have an impact on what we do in turn 3. First, we want to do fix a little screw up that happened around the half hour mark of the previous video. There was a unit in this hex, and I believed I advanced him twice. Or no, maybe he started up here. Maybe he started up here, I advanced him, and then I advanced him again. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move him back one hex and call it good. Next, the Panzer 3F here took a shot at the French tank up here as it spent one movement point to start. I actually rolled doubles on the 2 hits, so I got a double hit. I get two multi-hit. I get two kill rolls. So what I'm gonna do is do the 2 kill roll for that now. I want to make sure we get everything right because I'm trying to teach everybody ASL. So I'm trying to fix the errors, and it may impact what's going to happen here in a bit. But let's do a 2 kill roll on the German 3F that fired there and got multiple hits. The basic 2 kill number is a 9, and the armor on the French tank is 4, and it was a hull hit, so there's no armor improvement for the turret. So it's a straight 9 minus 4. I need a 5 to get some kind of result on the second 2 kill attempt, and I got nothing. So we'll continue on with assuming that the French AFV moved as I did in turn 2, and we'll carry on from there. Next up, this flamethrower took a shot, I believe it was over here during the French movement phase, but the flamethrower was already marked with a first fire counter, and so it was trying to subsequent first fire. The only things that can subsequent first fire are machine guns, squads, and machine guns, so that shot never really took place. The squad that I think is back here was the one that ended up being broken in this hex. He ended up routing back here eventually. But the result, if I go back and look at the result, I believe that squad that's broken here ends up being pinned in this hex. So I am going to fix that and move him back there and pin him. Of course, it would be the end of the turn, so he's going to be unpinned now as we begin German turn 3 anyway. And he would still have retained possession of the medium machine gun there. So I put that back as well. And lastly, the squad that is here that went in to attempt to capture that or take back that medium machine gun would probably have done something else. So I'm going to make that adjustment here. And then I think that is it. And we'll push forward with turn 3. And one more boneheaded thing. After the H-39 French tank moved like this, he took a bounding fire shot here, which he couldn't do because he actually fired right before he moved over here. I think he fired down here somewhere. And there was a bounding fire counter here. I didn't move it when I moved the tank. So later in the game, I completely forgot and I fired him again. No harm, no foul. It didn't affect anything. I will just get rid of that acquisition counter and the tank will remain as it is there. So not a whole lot of changes. The only thing that really changed was this unit here moved back to there and ended up being pinned, but it got removed. Other than that, everything pretty much stays the same, which is good news. So I won't have a vast effect on the outcome of what I did in turn 2. Okay, let's press on with German rally phase. The Germans don't have anything. I think the only thing the French have is they have a unit up here. I still don't think Stewie will lose concealment. I don't think anything has line of sight to him as he tries to rally. That's not true. These guys might. They do not. So desperation morale, rally terrain. So he's a +3. I need a 3. Don't see it happening. It does not happen. That's it for rally. Let's move on to German prep fire. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to prep fire the assault engineer squad, just the infantry fire equivalent, or its infantry firepower on the medium machine gun here. It's going to be an 8+2. That's a nothing. Then I'm going to fire the flamethrower over here. It's at beyond normal range. It's going to be a 12 even. No TEM on flamethrowers. 12 even. Boy, oh, ran out of fuel. The French are rejoicing. That's too bad. I was going to try to get Roland into the woods there if I could break that medium machine gun. Now I need to think about this. Need to be careful of this medium and this tank here. That is a point blank side shot. If I get lucky, that medium machine gun could do something to that tank. So I need to be careful. I'm just going to bum rush the core with all of these guys. I'm going to do a bunch of assault moving, especially with these guys here, and try to get in their face. They have pretty much limited firepower, but they could do some damage, but I have good route paths that are clear. I can route back like this if I need to. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a bunch of moving and see what happens during defensive fire. So let's start in the center here. I'm going to assault move just one squad into here for 2. See if I can bait myself into firing. I don't know if I can. If I fire my medium machine gun, I'm going to lock my covered arc into this hex bind most likely to cover these woods. If I get ready to fire 2. I think I'll just lay residual down with the squad. So it's going to be the assault move. So it's going to be an 8+3. That's I cowered. That's lovely. So I'm final fired because I cowered. So since I cowered, they only leave 2 residual in there because I cowered from a 8 down to a 6. The next column, half of that is 3. There is no 3, so it's 2 firepower. Well, that opens a lot up for the Germans. They can kind of waltz in, right into these guys. So I'm gonna assault move Roland right into the woods. French can do nothing about it. Gonna assault move this squad and light machine gun into the 2 residual firepower. It's gonna be a 2+3. Ooh, a 6 on a 2 is a pin check, and pin check they passed, and that was a French residual, so that triggered a German sniper. Sniper activation is 1 or a 2. Ooh, a 1. Okay, where is the sniper counter? Right there in the center. Red is direction. 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goes off the board, so it's going to pop back to there. I could choose to reposition it, but yeah, I'll go there. So that breaks that squad. Next, I'm going to assault move the anti-tank rifle and squad into here for 2. These guys will take a shot. 4+2. 8 on a 4. That's a just miss. Sorry. 8 on an 8. Should be a morale check. Yep. They break. What's their ELR? Their ELR is 3. They're good. Broken, but good. That leaves 4 residual. Gonna assault move this squad in ATR into Q3 for 2. I'm gonna take this squad and move him around. So he's first fired. He's locked in. He's not. So he's gonna go 2. But what I'm gonna try to do here with this French squad is, I'm gonna try to take a, it looks clear. Try to take a snapshot right along this hex side as that squad crosses it. It's a range of 5 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no non-assault movement, no movement in the open, and it's area fire. So it's going to be a 2 even shot on that squad along that hex side. 4 and a 2. One morale check. Nice. 7, they are pinned. Let me mark them first fired. They're pinned, and they end up being pinned in the hex they moved into. So they are pinned in there. And they're first fired. Now residual. Where is residual? I assume the residual is in. Since the effect ends up being in the hex you're moving into, I assume that is where residual would go. And it would only be one residual. Okay, with this squad up here, up top, I'm going to try to do something bold and risky. They're going to double time. Yeah, they're going to lose concealment. They're going to go 2, lose concealment there from at least from the AFV. So I'm going to take a shot with this tank, at least with the coax. So +1 for height advantage, +1 or +2 for changing covered arc, and -1 for not assault movement. So it's going to be a 2+2. Nope. I'll leave 1 residual. I could fire my main armament. It's still going to have a +2 for changing covered arc. And I probably won't get a whole lot else to shoot at, so I might as well take a shot. Let's pop up what the modifiers look like. So I think it's a +3 to hit. Infantry target type, base 8, 5 to hit. Squad's going to continue on. They spent 2, 3, bypass the building on the lower left side for 4, and 5. Those guys instantly get DM because I am adjacent to them. There's 447. He's going to assault move into the street now. And this leader up here, he's going to go 2, 3.5. Stop there. I think I can get assuming things go well for the Germans, I'm thinking I can get a rally point there. So I'm going to start moving Kippen in that general direction. Okay, with my vehicles, I think I'm going to try to eliminate this guy for failure to route. One of the best ways of eliminating units, as I've said before, is getting them for failure to route. So what I'm going to do is take this vehicle and come around like this. Then I'm going to take this vehicle, if he has enough, come around like something like this. Kind of encircle this guy. Vehicles cannot take prisoners, therefore they'll be eliminated for failure to route. That should be another 2 victory points. And then I'm going to take this vehicle, come around like this, try to get a shot here, which is going to open me up to the hidden gun here that I technically don't know about. So let's go ahead and do that. So 1 to start for this tank, 2, I'll align the covered arc, 2, 3, 4 into the smoke, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop there. This AFV with the coax. Let's see. 1 to start. 2, come out of the bypass hex. 3, covered arc. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, I could take a shot with the anti-tank gun, but this is a juicier target, and I know I'm going to move it, so I'm just going to wait. 9, 10, 11, stop delay to 15. All right, here's the fun one. 1 to start, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now here, if this squad was not marked first fire, they could attempt street fighting because there are buildings on both sides of the road and the AFV is going between the buildings. But since they're marked first fired, they cannot do street fighting via close combat reaction fire and attempt to move out into the street assuming they pass their task check, move out into the street, do a close combat reaction fire, and then jump back if they happen to survive. But they're marked with first fire, so they're not able to do that. So this tank is going to drive safely by. I forget what I was at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got to go one more to get in my covered arc. 11. Delay stop. I'm going to wait and fire until the final fire with my gun here. Again, I do not know it's there. And that's it for movement. So let's go to French final fire. Well, unfortunately, I don't have a lot as a French. These guys cowered. They're final fire. Technically, I flipped this over to final fire because they didn't get rate of fire or anything. I could intensive fire, but what am I going to fire at? So for final fire, these guys only have one option. They're first fire, but they can fire at adjacent units. Let me get rid of residual. So they can fire 4 plus 2 over at these guys. Nothing. These guys could fire at the broken guy, but there's no point. Just take a chance of breaking down. He's going to be eliminated anyway. So basically all I have left is the anti-tank gun, and I am going to take a shot. So I don't think there are any fiber-based thyro modifiers that I can see. There are some for target-based. So case J is moving. It's a moving target. J1 and J2 do not apply because it's not first fire. J3, 4 do not apply, not infantry. Not concealed. Point blank, yes, because even though it's moving, it is a stopped target. The tank is stopped. It's been a stop and delay movement points right in front of me, nor is it in motion. So it's a -2 because it's point blank. Not bore-sighted, not acquired yet. Not Does it have a target size? It does not. No TEM, no hindrances, no overstacking, and blah, blah, blah. So it's basically an even shot. +2 because it's moving, and a -2 for being a stopped point blank shot. So essentially I need a 10 to hit. There's no range modifier on the to hit. There will be on the to kill if I do get a hit. So I basically need a 10 to hit. And depending on what I roll, that'll dictate whether the gun and his crew are fully revealed or not. So let's take a shot. Maybe we can get lucky and get something like rate of fire and multiple hits. I have to roll a 2, 4, or 6 doubles to do that. Let's see what we get. Ooh, okay, a few things here actually. One, I triggered the German sniper. 2, almost a critical hit. 3, got rate of fire. 4, I didn't roll greater than 5, greater than or equal to 5 on the red die, the color die. Therefore, it's not fully revealed. It's still concealed. It's revealed, but still concealed. If it were under a concealment counter to begin with, and I fired and rolled that, it would still remain concealed. Conceal it. So the crew shares concealment with it. So let's resolve these pretty much in the reverse order. We'll do the sniper last. So it is a hit. It is a turret hit. This is a side shot, and it has superior side and rear turret armor. This is box 3, so it's got a armor factor of 4 in the turret side. Let's look at our 2 kill number here. Okay, well, basic 2 kill number is 7, I believe. Yes, 7. Range effects. I'm at a range of 1, 25 millimeter plus 2, so my basic 2 kill number is now a 9. So 9 minus 4 is a 5. Need a 5 to kill. Did not kill, but I am acquired now. So before I take another shot, let's resolve the sniper shot. No sniper activation. So I think I need an 11 to hit now, something like that, based on what I needed before. I can take a bunch of shots here. He expended 5, I think, in that hex, between stopping and delaying to 14, so I could take up to 5 shots depending on the rate of fire I get out of this thing. So it's needing 11 to hit. Got rate of fire again, triggered another sniper. Nice good hit on the hull this time. Okay, on the hull, it has 3 armor. So my 2 kill is 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. I needed 6 to kill. Didn't get multiple hits. Did not get it. Okay, flip this over. It's going to be pretty much an automatic hit now at this point. So that was my second shot. Let's take a sniper, German sniper, no sniper. Let's see what I rolled a red 2. He's still concealed. I rolled good enough. 2 hit again. Did not get rate of fire. Did get a hit, and he's now fully revealed. I rolled poor enough. I rolled a 6 on the red die. So fully revealed, no rate of fire. It was a hit on the hull again. So 9 minus 3. Need a 6 to kill. Did not get a multiple hit. 6 on the hull. That is going to be, well, 6 equals the number I needed to get a kill. In which case it is since it's a hull hit, it is going to be immobilization. Let's see, let's pull up the chart real quick. So AFB destruction table, direct fire, final effects die roll equals the final 2 kill number on a hull hit that is immobilization. And when a vehicle becomes immobilized by anything other than close combat, the crew have to make a task check. If they fail, they have to abandon the vehicle. So let's do the task check. They pass, so they can stay in the vehicle. But it is, let's see, where is it? Under bad things, immobilize. It cannot move. It can still swing its turret around and fire. It just cannot move. I'm going to pull down an immobilize counter because it's kind of easier to see as a reminder, other than that little black thing on where the movement points were. So yeah, they're immobilized, which makes them a sitting target now. If they can't take out that crew, if something can't take out that crew, that tank is most assuredly smoked at some point. All right, that's it for defensive fire. Advancing fire phase. Let's start with Roland down here. Well, let's see. Let's do a big assed fire group on this medium machine gun. I'm going to do 2 fire groups. I'm going to do Roland separately so I can get his leadership modifier. Then I'm going to fire group these 2, depending on what happens here. So let's start with Roland. Area fire, and then but it's point blank again, so it's going to be a 6 +1 modifier. Nope. Let's fire group these 2 hexes here. And fire on the medium machine gun hex. It's going to be a 12. It's going to be 11 from here, 4 from here. Well, let's see. I'm not going to fire the light machine gun. I don't need to. 8 from here, 2 from here. No, I need to. Sorry. 11 from here, 2 from here. It's going to be 13. So a 12 plus 2 on here. Oop. Oh, I rolled a 2 hit. I hit the wrong button. Do I take that? Even though I hit the wrong button? Actually, I think I hit it twice by accident. I rolled a 7 the first time. So 9 out of 12. Oh, my butterfingers. 9 out of 12. That's probably something. That's a morale check. On the medium. Ooh. That's got to be ELR. Yeah. ELR broken as it begins to crumble. Yeah, I'll fire these guys here, point blank again. But the counter is also going to be 4 plus 3 on the squad, 2 plus 3 on Stewie. Nothing. Oh, let's take a shot with our recently immobilized tank here. I'm not going to get many shots. Maybe the only shot I get on this. But I'm not going to hit it probably. So +2 for bounding fire, and another +2 for it's got a normal turret +2, and +2 for advancing fire phase, so +4, +5 for buttoned up, +6 for its size. So I think a +6 total. Base 10 hit, need a 4 vehicle target type to hit. I believe that's a hit unless I forgot something. I don't think I did. So got a multiple hit too. I rolled 2 2s on the hull. Basically two kill number. Is this a 37L? Range of 2 in the rear. Basic is 9 +1 for 37 millimeter 1 hex range. So a 10 modified 10 to kill, and it is a rear target facing. So I have an 11 to kill. 11 minus 4 is 7. I might actually get a kill, and I get two rolls because I got two kill rolls because I got multiple hits. This might happen. Yeah, got it on the first shot. Roll again. I can roll again. Maybe I could burn this thing. Nope. What's a crew survival here? Let's see. 2. Oh, jeez. Let's roll crew survival. No. So that should be another 5. Well, they accomplished the mission, I guess, even though they're probably going to be taken out. So that's another 5 for the Germans. And the shot triggered a French sniper with no activation. And I got rate of fire, but this is advancing fire phase. They're bounding fire. They cannot uh, fire again. I mean, it would have been nice to maybe swing my turret up and take a shot up here, but more advancing fire. Do I have more? Yeah, I'll fire the squad down here. 2+2, 2 tanks. Yeah, they're not going to fire. That is it for advancing fire. Route phase. German route. Do they have anything? Let me clean this up. Yeah, the Germans have this guy here. The Germans route first. So this German squad here, he has the route because he's adjacent to this French squad. If this French squad was not there, he could actually stay there because you can stay adjacent to uh, broken enemy units. But since he is there, I need to route, but I cannot route adjacent to an enemy unit. So what he's going to have to do is can't be interdicted there by the leader. That the tank is gone. He can probably just go. So his target's going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3. It's going to be probably this building here. So he could go. He can take the rifle with him. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back into the same building. That's it for the Germans. The French, let's look at this guy up here. He has to route, can't go, well, his target would be here, but he can't go there. So he's going to go, his other target would be either one of these building hexes or this building hex. Now, can he go to, let's see, range to this tank is 1, 2, 3. He can't go to either of these hexes. This one's adjacent. This one's moving closer. So therefore, he's going to have to go here, but he's going to be interdicted if he doesn't low crawl. So what's going to happen to the squad is he is going to surrender because the only place he can go is to this target hex, and to do there, he'll either be interdicted or he has to low crawl to here. And the German, since prisoners count double victory points, they will accept surrender. this wasn't a casualty victory point type scenario, I would just invoke no quarter for the Germans and we would toast that squad. But in this case, I'm going to take them prisoner. So let's see, let's just move this guy over here. Just as a reminder of what he was. That's going to count. That's going to be 4 more victory points. Drop a prisoner on those guys. He only needs 16 victory points. But this is going to end. I think this is going to end probably next turn. This guy here, I don't do prisoners often, so if anytime I'm doing this, if I'm moving these guys around and I screw it up, make a comment below. These guys here need to abandon the medium machine gun, and they are going to route. Targets are going to be either here or here. They can continue to route back. Let's see. Let's see. Can they see this tank? Interesting. Oh, they can indeed. So they can't go here. 1, 2, 3. Nor can they go here because once they go out of line of sight, they still know it's there, so they're not going to go closer to it per the rule. So can they see this guy? I think they're going to have to go here and stop. I don't think they can now. It's close, no. So they're going to go here. Then they suddenly see these guys are at a 2 hex range, so they could continue. Can they see those guys up on the hill now? They can. So they can't go there. Once they go from here into this building, they suddenly have line of sight to these two. So they can't go any closer to them, so they can't go here. He remembers a tank that was there, so he can't go there. So he basically has to stop there. That's as far as he can go at that point. Oh, these guys. They're eliminated. Vehicles cannot take prisoners. He can't route anywhere. He can't go here. He can't go any of the hexes surrounding, so he is eliminated. That's 2 more victory points. We're at 13. I only need 3 more as the Germans. Okay, German advance phase. We're just gonna dogpile in. Kippen's gonna hop back here, I guess. He's pinned. Leader here is gonna jump down in the building. Let's jump in there. Jump in there. These guys with the prisoners. I'll move him into there. Missed my flamethrower already. I could YOLO this and take my squadron prisoners or jump into close combat here. But problem is my firepower is halved. I'm CX and Stewie is concealed. So I'm not getting good feelings about that. I'd rather hold on to my prisoners, which were 4 victory points. I'm just going to sit tight there. In fact, I might hop down into the woods here. Yeah, I think I'll hop down into the woods. But I'm going to jump him out there. Asada into there. You know what? I think this is +2 smoke. I think the German prep fire, this smoke should have gone away. Yeah, my mistake. It didn't come into play. This smoke, because it was +2 strength. Beginning of the German prep fire, that should have gone away. I just noticed that. That's it for advance. The French are in a world of hurt here. Oh, this acquisition goes away because the tank moved. I think it was this tank here. No close combat. No close combat. French turn 3. And I don't know. I don't know if we're even gonna make it to turn 4. If the Germans lay down a bunch of fire and get some good rolls here, it could end here because I only need um, three more. I need 16 at the end of any player turn. So if I can get three here somehow, as a Germans, maybe not because I'm not the active player. I won't be able to move around any. So, but I can almost guarantee it. Early turn 4, this is probably going to end. So let's do. I'm going to take a little break, and we're going to do French turn 3. All right, I'm back from my break, and there are two things I forgot to do. One, I forgot to roll for wind change at the beginning of German turn 3. Let's do that for the heck of it. Nothing. And the other thing I forgot to do at the end of German turn 3 was check for consumer growth. I think the only thing that can grow is Kippen back here in this building here. Everything else, all the other German units are in line of sight of French units, so they won't be able to grow consume it. Let me fix that, and we'll continue on with French turn 3. One thing I noticed before I just started recording, the French are in a world of hurt, even more than I thought they were at the end of German turn 3. By bringing this unit here, and as well as having this AFV here, any attempt by the French to escape from this area back into this building, which was my plan. My plan was to do a fallback defense. It's not really working out. I honestly don't know how the French can win this scenario because as a French, I have not really been, trying to go face to face with the Germans. I've kind of been firing and pulling back. I guess a quicker retreat might have helped, but essentially at this point, um, the French are cut off. They're probably going to lose this tank, which isn't going to be a big deal because that's going to amount to 5 casualty victory points. They need 20 to be able to take this before the Germans can get 16, and the Germans are already at 16. So let's see if the Germans can put the French out of their misery. Maybe this turn, 100%, I'm going to call it now. Early turn 4, the French are kaput. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Okay, French rally. What do we have? We've got these guys here. They self rally. They don't. There's no leader there, so they can attempt self rally. It is a French turn, and they are going to need a 2. They're going to need snake eyes, essentially. Nope. DM remains. They're adjacent to enemy units, and then we have. There's nothing else for the French. Have the Germans back here. We have Kippen. He is not in line of sight of any French unit, so he won't lose consumer for attempting to rally these guys. So we have rally terrain, leadership -2, +4 for DM, so it's a +2 total. Need a 5 for this guy. No, they do lose DM though. French prep fire. I am prep firing nothing because I don't have a lot to prep fire. I have a leader up here. Who is this? This is Stewie. Stewie alone up here. I've got a squad here and a leader, a squad here and a broken squad, and my anti-tank gun. That's all I have left already. But I am going to take a shot with the anti-tank gun at this Panzer 3, I think it is, and hopefully I can take it out. Just it'll help a little bit. I don't think it's going to mean anything at the end of the day, but let's see if we can take it out. Okay, this should be an automatic hit. It's adjacent. It's not moving. It's acquired -2. I think I need a 12 to hit. So only thing that could happen is I roll a 12 and I break my gun. But let's see what we get here. Hit, rate, no sniper. That's an allied sniper. It is a turret hit. And this has on the side, it has superior turret. So it has 4 armor. Basic 2 kill of 7. Let's run through the math real quick. So the basic 2 kill is 7 for 25 LL. Range modifier 0 to 1 is +2, so its basic 2 kill is 9. 9 minus 4 is a 5. Need a 5 to hit. Or to kill. Gotta kill. It's not burning, but I did kill it on the first shot. And I maintain rate of fire, but I don't really have anything else to shoot at, I don't think. We'll see. Okay, so that is wrecked. I'm just gonna. I think crew survivals too. I flipped it over. I'll just roll. I'll check if No, they did not. I know they didn't survive that. So that's 5 for the French. Like I said, it's not going to amount to anything. Clean this up. Move the acquisition there. He maintained a fire. Can he shoot at anything else? He can shoot at this concealed guy with one, I think it's one AP equivalency if I get a hit. And he's concealed. Nah, I think I'll just sit on him. He could rotate. No, he's behind a building. He'll just wait, I guess, sit it out. But he took out that German tank. The rest of these guys, I am not going to fire. I am going to move and see if I can extend this a little bit, although I don't think it's going to matter. French movement phase, I really need to get out of here. I think I might attempt to do a dash across here. I don't think any other German can see him except for this tank, which I'd have to change its turn to covered arc to fire. And then the guys here, I'm probably just going to assault move back here into here. And since this stack has a leader, if he can get into here, he can advance up into this building without having to advance versus difficult terrain because he'd have 6 movement factories. He'd be able to advance up there without getting counter exhausted, so that would help. Stewie, poor Stewie, I don't know. Maybe run him across the street through the wreck would help. I could do a dash and hopefully maybe get into there or continue into here and then advance up into the woods with the crew, the broken squad, and the other squad here. The squad, I'm just going to probably advance over there. The broken squad's going to have to route. He may be eliminated. We'll see what happens. So let's start with the leader and the squad here. Moore, he is going to attempt a dash to T6. Remember, with dash, you have to start on one side of the road and it has to be a non-open ground hex, move across the road into another non-open ground hex and stop. That's as far as you can move. But you get a little help on attacks against you while you do that. So let's go ahead and do that. So they're going to go 1 and More will lose concealment immediately from this tank having line of sight to him. But delete. And the tank, I'm going to take a first fire shot with the tank. So he's going to have to rotate his covered arc counterclockwise 1 hex spine like that. So changing it's a slow turret, restricted slow turret. So changing its covered arc would normally, if you were rolling on the 2 hit, would incur a case A slow turret. First hex spine is a +2. That now applies to the machine gun, the coax machine gun, which is a 6. But these guys are dashing, so it's going to be area fire. So it's going to be end up being 2 firepower factor +2 for it having to change restricted slow turret, changing covered arc, -1 non-assault movement, minus another 1 for moving in the open. So it's going to be a 2 even on these guys dashing across the road. To roll it up, nothing. 8 on a 2. And I checked, I had to zoom way in, but I checked to see if these guys could fire. And the line of sight is blocked here. And I suppose because it's just blocked, and I suppose because I checked, I should mark them as fired. They probably weren't going to fire anywhere else anyway, but these guys up here are not able to fire. It's just blocked right here, but I had to zoom way in to see that. So I'll just mark those guys first fired. Nothing else, no other German units can see them, so they're going to jump into here for 3 total and survive. Let's see. If they double time, they probably could have gone up here, but that would be 7 to go up there into the building. Yeah, I guess I could declare double time now and get 7 movement. Maybe I will do that. Oh, before I do that, I might as well have this German tank fire on them as they moved into there. That's going to be infantry fire equivalent 4 plus the 5 from their coax. It's going to be an 8. +2 wood building, -1 non-assault movement, so 8 + 1 as they move into there. 9 should be a pin check. Let me get more on top here. Pin check leader passes squad 7. And I guess there's residual in this hex here. What I say, that was 8 firepower? No one's going to move in there, but for the sake of clarity and learning, let me dump 4 residual in there. Let's go over here. This squad, they're just going to assault move back to here. I suppose I can fire here. Oh, I forgot to pick up the damn medium machine gun. Not that it matters. I'll do it next rally phase, but I guess I can fire and then subsequent first fire here. So what do we got? Let me get them rolling down top here. We got 7, 14, 12 plus 2. No, they non-assault move 12. Yeah, 12 plus 2 for the with the leader. 7 on a 12. 1 morale check. Oh boy. And we may not get a turn 4, boys. We'll see. And I'm not going to fire the machine guns. I'll just subsequent first fire the 2 squads. It's going to be 4 plus 2. Nope, nothing. Okay, we have a broken unit here, a leader here. Still need to do something with Stewie. These guys, oh gosh, okay. And a gun there. Well, heck, let's just dash Stewie across, see if we can get him over here. These guys might be able to, we'll see, might be able to route back here. Maybe a miracle will occur. So he's going to dash across the road through the wreck hex. That'll give him some cover, but he's going to lose concealment right when he jumps into that hex. So 1 to jump into there. I might as well go for it. I'm going to fire. No, that's a leader. That's a SATA. I'll fire these guys here. It's going to be 2 firepower, area fire, non-assault movement, -1, and then the wreck and moving the open cancel. So it is going to be well, and the wreck gives +1, but it also negates moving in the open. So +1 for the wreck, -1 for non-assault moving, so it's even. So it's going to be a 2 even shot from the squad with the ATR. 2 even. Nope. This squad will subsequent first fire. There's nothing else closer, but it's going to be a whopping 1 +1, I think. That's a nothing as well. They're final fired. I don't think. No, that's blocked. Nothing else can see in there. Oh, no, no. I was going to say these guys could see, but it just nicks this. I'll string it out here just to show. It just nicks this hedge edge there and blocks it. Q4, he'd have a clear line of sight to Q4 if I was dashing through there, but he cannot see S4. So Stewie makes it across into the building there. That's it for French movement. Defensive final fire, probably nothing. Fencing fire, probably nothing. Route phase, okay, this is where it's going to get interesting. We'll see. The game could end here. Let me take a look at this for a sec. No, I think the French are going to survive. Okay, French route. This is easy. I'm just going to route him back where Stewie is. He can't see these units over here, so he's not moving any closer to them that he's aware of. Now this broken guy, he either has to go here or here. Let me get on my tablet and draw this out a little bit. He can either go, this guy can either go here or here, but he can't go here because he has line of sight to this unit and he'd be moving closer. So essentially he needs to go to here. He's going to see this guy and know he can't go any further that direction. He was, let's see, 1, 2, 3 away from these guys. So if he moves into here, he has to make sure he's no closer than 3. And you can see 1, 2, 3. He won't be moving closer to these guys. And he can't see those guys. So he should be able to go 2, 4. like that and be safe, but not safe for long. Okay, so advanced phase, French advanced phase. Oh, let me clear off. Let me clear this all up. The only thing I can advance is these guys. If I want to, do I want to? Maybe into the hex with the crew. It'll give me some coverage for now. Yeah, let me just do that. I can cover some of the streets if I'm in there. That's all I can. I don't have anything else left. Okay. No close combat. Growing concealment. Nope. No, nothing can grow concealment for the on the French side. So that's it for turn. You know what? I forgot to roll. I rolled wind for the previous German turn, and then I started the French turn. I did not roll wind. Oh, what a bonehead. Yeah, nothing. Okay. I'll try not to forget beginning of turn 4, but like I said, will not matter in the least. These AFVs, oh, I mean the tank is still there. It could still cause some problems, but if I could just if I just drive these tanks around and surround these guys, even if one of them survives the anti-tank gunfire and these guys are eliminated for failure to route, game's over. So yeah, this is turn 4 is going to be quick, so there shouldn't be much of a delay between this going live and me finishing up with turn 4 in this extremely unbalanced scenario, in my opinion. Unless I'm doing something really wacky that with the French that I don't know. I don't know how you play this effectively as a French. Maybe when I wrap this up, the tutorial scenario, the let's play, maybe I'll sit down and do kind of a tactical analysis like I did with the Niskemi Biscari Highway and kind of draw it out, how it went, how I could have done things differently, especially on the French side because it's pretty ugly in my opinion. All right. If I did anything wrong and I didn't catch it in any pop-up bubble notes denoting that, again, please post in the comments and I'll do a quick correction on the things at the beginning of turn 4. So people who are watching these trying to learn the ASL system don't get led astray with some of the things I do here, trying to play solo and teaching new players or interested players about the system. All right. All right. We'll see you turn 4 and pray for the French because they're going to need it.